Hey, K2, do you have any chapstick on you? Oh my god, you're my favorite, bestest friend right now. What do I feel like doing? Gosh. Napoleon Dynamite. How he was all into chapstick. Did you ever see the movie Napoleon Dynamite? I was like, whatever I feel like doing, gosh. It was all like all about chapstick. Come on. You want some tots? I try. Wow. Look at the moon. What the fuck is going on? All right. Let's figure out what the fuck is going on here, Hall. Ooh, I got myself 2 Sharpies too.
All right, so I need water.
I'm talking 1, 2, 3. Now I can hear my own voice in my ear. It's quite loud.
We can hear Katie.
We can hear you. Can you hear us, Katie?
Katie, can you hear us?
Can you hear us, Katie? Can you hear us? No. Negative. Yeah?
Right now you can hear us?
But you can't speak back to us. We were just hearing you.
Oh, you can hear
we
what
can hear you there.
Yeah, guys.
I mean, when we hit record for the show, I think...
Yeah, he's not here, but I can go... I've got to... Should we test this mic inside base camp? Okay, hold on.
Okay.
All right. I can do a walkthrough because I know about the mechanics. We can't...
Check.
All the way to the mechanics?
Yeah.
Well, am I walking? I'm going to test the tent first, okay? Because Tim wants me to go in there tonight. Well, we've got to go and have a look-see. Okay, I'm going to go back to mechanics. Oh, it's quite hot, boys. Where are we going? Are we going to do the sunset interviews there, Colin? Is there a camera for that set up? Okay. I'm walking. Yeah, I'm talking now. Can you hear me? Yep. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. Talk a bit louder when I get there, Nathan. It's quite a ways away here in the fucking Sahara Desert. I'm sleeping in the RV tonight, Caleb. Fuck this. Oh, excuse me. That was rude in front of competitors. Can you still hear me? Okay. Bingo. Right. Now I'm walking right in amongst it. I'm between 2 vehicles. I'm over here with Kendra. I'm not live. I'm just testing. Okay, so I break up on the far side. Okay. Yeah, we're... Okay, so as long as I stand on this side of the mechanics bay and not get too deep...
have a couple of quick hits about different teams.
Okay, great.
Welcome back to Rebelle Rally Live, presented by Toyota. We are here at the second base camp. It's after the second day of the first marathon, which is actually the third day of the event. As you can see, everyone's rolling in here. Some of them are getting surprised by a new opportunity for some points from our wild man, Jimmy Lewis.
Jimmy
Does it look like some people are doing that, Emmy?
Yes. So what they have to do is they come in, and it is not. It is just optional. You do not have to do it, but should you choose to do it, you basically get a distance and a heading, and you have to drive in that, what you think it is, and then you have to change heading. The kicker here is that you cannot get out of the vehicle, and when you can't get out of the vehicle, your compass goes a little wackadoo.
You also have to do it in 8 minutes or less.
That is right, 8 minutes.
We're going to talk more about that, and actually I'm going to ask a few teams about it later, but we have loads of things to bring to you tonight. Here, Matthew Johnson and Emmy Hall, as it's been all week.
And we are here in the lovely, beautiful Dumont Dunes. If you haven't been out to this section, it is just wonderful. It's a small section of dunes. It's not quite as big as Glamis, but the climbs are steep and the razorbacks are indeed very, very sharp.
We're looking at one of the kind of fingers that comes out like that. There's a pair of them, which seems like it's not terribly complex, but it's kind of easy to get lost.
It's very easy to get lost.
In between those two long little fingers of sand dunes there.
Absolutely. But it's amazing, Matthew. I can't believe that I was cold like 2 days ago, because now it's got to be at least like still 95 degrees. I'm like, I cannot wait for the sun to go behind those mountains. It's so warm right now.
I know we talk about the weather a lot because that's the number one thing we experience trying to survive out here. It seems to be one way or the other. It's never right in the middle.
But teams are coming back from today of day 3, and we've got some great highlights from out there on the course. So let's see what they've got, what they've brought back for us.
Man, Maddie B never fails to impress us. This is welcome back to Rebelle Rally Live, presented by Toyota. We were just watching a review of most of the morning before lunch. Man, Maddie B is a one-man band making some incredible footage for us.
I know. I love the fact that he is able to come down here and just kill it. He kills it every single time. Such great highlight reels.
You just, like, at home, you don't know how much work it takes for one guy to do that much filming. And
I know.
Yeah,
hey,
that's really fun.
Matthew, have you ever been out to Oceano Dunes?
I have not, no.
You haven't been to Pismo?
No, I lied a little bit. I've been out there, but I didn't go to explore like we explore here. I haven't been in a vehicle. I kind of like walked up on foot.
Well, because, Pismo is one of the places where Fox Trail Trust, who is helping us out with by presenting this day, they have donated to the Oceano Dunes to make sure that they still stay active and open for people to go out and hang out in.
Man, the Fox Trail Trust is a really cool organization that Fox has set up on the side to start contributing to helping the land sustain the use. You got the folks that are buying the Fox equipment to go have fun with it, and we got to make sure that land and places we have fun with that equipment last a long time for many generations.
Yeah, so the Fox Trail Trust, specifically at Oceano Dunes, has sponsored cleanups as well as youth education initiatives so that we can all be out there and riding safely and also having a little bit of fun, and that's what we love.
They've put $2 million into it so far. They're hoping for $10 million contributed by 2030. They've got other cleanups that they've done in Moab as part of the Easter Jeep Safari. Really cool organization, and we're all about it. We want to be able to play out here for a long time.
Yep, it's cool to see companies putting their money where their mouths are. Speaking of mouths, I heard we got a big one on Katie out there on the line. Katie, what do you got?
They're all saying, go Katie, go Katie, go Katie. No, Emmy, because I'm offended by that. I was just not going to talk. It's full carnage out here, people. I've just talked to our captain friends. Team 175, they lost 2 tyres today. So they brought 2 spares, but they're on both of those spares, and I think one of them is damaged, so we might have to go check out their situation shortly. Then Team 126, Brianna and Lisa, they didn't read the instructions on this challenge, and I've talked to 3 people that haven't read the instructions. And if you can see here, Kramer, Jimmy just handed the instructions over. So Jimmy,
yes,
do they know that they are coming into a challenge? Like, if people are lining up over there, somebody just said to me, is that the blue checkpoint? And I was like, I am a rock. Can you just explain what's going on, because I'm confused?
Well, they have a map and they plot points on it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you're aware this is kind of the Rebelle, and I might have to go work here in a second, but that may or may not be a point that they plotted. And if it is, like, because a lot of the checkpoints are blue flags, exactly like that, then maybe that's the blue flag they come to, and if they come to that blue flag, they have the opportunity to take a challenge.
So the woman that just said to me, is that our blue flag? She's missed this checkpoint and she's just gone straight into the finish line.
Totally normal. It's Rebelle.
And how is everyone doing? So they're not can you show us what it looks like?
Yeah, for sure.
Have a look at this, Kramer.
So
Because they're not reading the instructions. They're just opening it up.
So this is essentially, it's a kind of a Dakar style road book. It's off-piste navigation, but in Rebelle we've kind of modified a little bit to be a distance and heading drill. So these are a set of instructions that would take them, and then they would go by other flags, and then they would signal their tracker at the correct flag. And as you know, if you look out there, there's a lot of different flags. But the only way to know which one is yours is to follow the instructions very specifically.
And they're not allowed to get out of the vehicle.
No, they're not. This is the thing. This one they have to kind of do a little bit more by feel. You would know, like, they take off at Cap 180, which is direct south. Well, it's kind of easy for people that are in tune because the sun sets in the west, right?
Yes.
And the picture shows them going through 4 flags, and it tells them the direction to go. So there's 4 flags right there, and south would be, and then you're on your way. But it's tricky. If it was easy, everybody would do it.
So I shouldn't be asking them if they did the challenge, because if they've missed this checkpoint, they haven't spoken to you. So I shouldn't be saying anything to them.
Yeah, as usual, you're giving away course secrets. We all say too much.
Whoops. Okay, I'm going to come over here and have a quick chat to Team 103, see how they're doing. Hi, ladies. How are you doing?
We're all right. It was a tough day, but we're okay.
Give us the highlight and the low light.
The highlight was probably nailing a couple of blacks that were really tough and working on 4 different maps, was it, Dana?
Nice. And any challenging moments?
Yeah, there was some challenging, like...
trying to find trailheads and
yeah,
making sure you're still
trying
on the
to find
trail.
our way out and like, where are we? And what have
Well,
we done?
you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to let you wind up this window because it's quite hot out here and I'm loving the cold air.
Thanks, Katie, bye.
Thank you. Back to you, Matthew and Emmy.
Hey there, I am really pleased to be able to bring you a quick hit here with Samantha Barber and Becky Brophy. They were the pioneers of the Toyota program. First competed in 2021, were Rookies of the Year that year, and placed in the top 10. Surprised a lot of us at how a rookie team could come in and place as well as they did. But what I'd like to bring to you is a little bit of the background of their careers and what they see in the Rebelle for the Toyota pioneers and the Toyota program that they're helping keep continuing now.
Yep.
Would you like to start, Sam?
Yeah, so we started in 2020, actually. I had a friend tell me about Rebelle, and so I was like, oh, I really want to do this, but I need a partner. And I didn't know Becky at the time, but reached out to her. I knew she'd competed in motorsports. I knew she could drive, and I knew she could hang with a lot of the guys that I knew. So I was like, if she can do that, she can do this for sure with me. And she said yes immediately, and that's whenever we started putting together the presentation on what we wanted to do with Rebelle and how to expand our motorsports team and reach out to women in engineering and in motorsports. And we're able to get in for 2021, and it's taken off from there.
Now, looking from the outside, I'd say that relationship you formed together sure did accomplish some of the things that Toyota is about in teammates and teamwork here. Becky, would you like to speak a little bit about what that looks like, learning to just be productively surviving and excelling at something that can be challenging and really misleading at times.
Right, absolutely. So like Sam mentioned, when we started doing this, we didn't know, how to do a competition like this. We had to do a lot of training. So we knew we would learn how to do navigation, we would practice off-road driving, but there was a lot of stuff that came out of that first year that we didn't know we would learn about. We didn't know, we would practice teamwork so much, we would practice problem solving so much and communication. So all of that after 2021, that's why we were like, okay, Toyota needs to come back. Toyota, this is a leadership development program. We can get more people involved.
Yeah, I love the nature of how, when you're competing really closely like that, from my personal experience with my co-driver in stressful situations, it's you got to take care of that person. You got to get them there too. You're not getting there unless you both get there. And I can see, in a corporate setting that's just a really amazing way to build a team.
Absolutely.
So we'll give you, before we let you out of here, quick question. So you came in here, unlike many other teams. I asked some teams about the challenge when they got the Surprise Jimmy Challenge, and they kind of giggle and were like, yeah, I don't want to talk about it. But you guys said you loved it. So tell us a little bit about the Jimmy heading and distance challenge that you found tonight.
It was funny. We knew it would be a time to challenge, and we get this tiny little road book, and Becky immediately opens it and starts reading it. And it said things about, the timed portion. And Becky's like, I don't see anything about times. I was like, hey, we've learned this before. Let's read the instructions. So she closes the book and reads it. And it's like, oh, no one can get out of their car. And you only have 8 minutes. And it started when you got this book. And we...
Yeah,
it was just immediate panic. Yeah. But we took it. We took our heading. Luckily, it was all calculated heading, so there wasn't any math going on in the car. But then being able to just run it and follow the process, and I hope we did okay. But it was so much fun to do and to fall back on those skills that we've learned along the way but haven't really used. So it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, we love the new challenges.
And I love the color of your hair that changes every year, which is also really cool. We love having you guys around. Wishing you luck for this competition this year here in 2024. Pleasure to have you both.
Awesome.
Thank
you.
you.
Got it. Let's go check out what Katie's got.
Hi, I just saw 123 running up to hit their checkpoint because they to hit their tracker because they were going to run out of time, and I'm seeing a lot of teams doing that. They're lined up here and their navigators are jumping out to go and click their tracker so that they're not late. But I'm right back where I started this morning with the lawyers that I met, and I've just heard a funny story. They got off on a technicality today. They plotted a checkpoint, and you can explain it. It's priceless.
So we plotted the checkpoint. That was my bad. Plotted it wrong, took the wrong heading. It was in the middle of nowhere, and we couldn't believe, but we navigated to it like a champ. We found this checkpoint in the middle of nowhere. Turns out it wasn't a checkpoint. And we just ended up in the middle of nowhere, but we got to it, so we considered it a win.
So they basically plotted it wrong and then found it and clicked it and won the points.
So then we got back to where we were supposed to be, and it was fun.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing you both inside. Drew
Yes.
and his team have cooked up, I think, like a Cornish hen, something delicious.
I am so hungry.
See you soon, ladies, right here in the Dumont Dunes. We're having the most gourmet meal for dinner. You go ahead and I'll walk with you. Peg and Shah, how are we doing?
Good. You know, tough day for us, but, you know, we're having fun, learning a lot.
Have a look at that view out your window. Haven't we all just landed in the most incredible spot? Apparently the winds, Busby was telling me, have made it just pristine and all smooth rather than run out by other vehicles. I mean, I feel like we're in the middle of the Sahara.
That's perfect, right? Perfect for the drive-in tomorrow.
How are you doing, Shah?
I'm doing great. Had a fun day today.
It's the end of a marathon when we're always exhausted, so it's okay. You can go inside, have yourself a lovely meal, and we'll see you soon. Great to see you back. Okay, we're going to go back to Emmy with some special guests.
Thank you so much, Katie. I'm here with my very special guest here, Team 200. This is Melissa Fisher and Catherine. How do you say your last name again? Reinhardt. I didn't know if it was Rain or Ryan. Oh, you're Clark.
Okay.
I'm terrible, you guys.
It's
These are
okay.
my special guests, and I have
it's
last
okay.
names wrong.
I got married. It's good.
Oh.
It used to be Fisher. You're right.
That's right.
Yeah.
And then you got married, and your
did.
husband is delightful.
Yeah, thank you.
You're
Yes.
welcome.
Okay.
Now, they are in the Broncos sport. Melissa, you've been on the podium a few times.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You are also a two-time Rebelle who
Two-time.
kicked some major butt. I'm so glad that you guys have teamed up. I want to talk to you a little bit about your day. I know that we've had a lot of, it's getting kind of late, and teams are just coming in, but you guys have been here for a while, so your time management must have been awesome today, Catherine.
Yeah, we were first off the line. We left at 7 o'clock this morning. We went straight into an Enduro. We did really well on that, and we just had really good time management. We clocked every single checkpoint of how much time do we want to give, how much time do we want to spend on each one, and then we would just marry right through the next one. And we were lucky that we got here actually 40 minutes early. We didn't get everything we wanted, but we got everything we needed to get.
So if you guys were here 40 minutes early, did you do Jimmy's challenge?
We did.
And que paso, ladies?
I will not be doing it again. No, we did it. We did everything correctly in terms of going to the right flags. But unfortunately, we got out of the car, and you're not supposed to get out of the car.
Yeah, we missed that part.
And you're only supposed to do it in 8 minutes, which I'm not sure how Jimmy actually did that.
I think it took us 8 minutes to get between the flags.
I think that's actually true.
Yeah.
Well, Melissa, I want to talk to you a little bit about the Broncos sport because this year they have added a new Sasquatch package, which previously Ford had only offered on the full-size Broncos.
Correct.
I think it's cool that they're putting it on the little Bronco Sport. So tell me about the Sassy package.
Yeah, so it's coming in 2025, so I think people can place orders for it now. It's going to be either on the Badlands trim or on the Outer Banks trim, where you'll be able to get a Sasquatch package. But I think the coolest thing about it, ride height's a little bit better. The armor underneath is fantastic. We've had some pretty good strikes out there, and everything is doing great. It's got the Bilstein rear shocks with a little piggyback reservoir, so our suspension is that much better. Our travel's that much better. The tires are more aggressive. I mean, I can keep bragging on and on and on, but it's definitely a superior vehicle, and it is performed exceptionally. Has a very cool new goat mode on it called the Rally mode.
Oh my gosh, what is that? What is that?
I think it's named for how well it's done in the Rebelle Rally.
Oh, what? That's crazy.
It's for fun off-roading in the sand is the design of the software. So we put it in rally mode a little bit today, and it just zips down the trail. I can keep up with the bigger vehicles, so no problem.
That is so great. I mean, the Bronco Sport is already a really, really well-performing crossover. I was on the first drive of that vehicle, and I was really impressed with what it could do, especially in some of the rocks, putting it into rock crawl mode. I mean, it climbed up a waterfall, and I was like, there's no way that's going to do it, and it just went bloop. Yeah. So having that extra option of the Sassy package with the bigger tires, the better rear locker, and then all of the software updates that you talked about is pretty darn cool.
Yeah. Well, and part of it is not only that it's a Bronco Sport and Melissa's driving, but we were able to keep up with the Bronco Raptors and the regular Broncos today. So the fact that we can maintain with them is pretty impressive in my opinion.
Yeah, no, it's great. I'm really glad that manufacturers are just kind of, they're really leaning into the off-road world, and I think that is so rad. Well, listen, you guys, I know that dinner is getting ready. I'm sure y'all are hungry, maybe have time for a shower. Thank you so much for joining us.
Bronco Sport for the win.
This is Melissa and Catherine, and we are going to run back to Katie, I believe, to see what Katie's got for us out in the line.
thanks, guys. I'm here with Team 137, and we're hearing great stories about their new tyres. Tell me all about your day and the driving.
We had some gigantic V-outs when we were driving through some of the cross washes today, and a lot of that rock was lava-like, and I was a little paranoid on these side walls. And I'll tell you what, the Pirelli tires, they stood up. They took the test.
And I was just telling you, we're over there talking to Jen from Pirelli, and she's going to be so stoked to hear that. So you took on the Pirelli challenge?
Took on the challenge. Yeah, we did great.
Well, I like to see these very happy faces. Everyone's very tired today, and it's good to see that you've come in with such joy. It's good to see you.
Longer day if we actually had to change a tire.
Yes.
But we didn't.
We didn't.
There's been a few. I've had a few stories of tyre changes on here, and there's definitely some cars in the mechanics.
It wasn't the Pirellis.
Nice plug there. That's perfect. Okay, let's go down here and have a chat to Carla and Heather, Team 183. And again, we've got someone jumping out. I bet she's gone up to click your tracker.
She has gone up to click our tracker. We have like 5 minutes.
And that's what I was saying earlier. So many teams have got out of their vehicles and gone to click their tracker because they're running out of time. How did you go with time today and driving? How was it?
Oh my gosh, it was tough today. A lot of twists and turns and difficult trails, but we were able to recover and at least get all of the first grouping of our checkpoints. But yeah, it was a tough one.
She ramps it up every day, right? We've got, what would it be between a 1 and a 5 today?
Okay, for me, it's a 5 so far. I don't know. We got stuck in a dry wash, and it was just crazy. So,
but you made it.
We made it. Exactly.
Welcome home. You said to me this morning, running on empty, and here you are. You made it.
Exactly.
All right. So good to see you. We'll see you inside. Base camp is amazing. I had a little tour earlier, and the Morocco vibes, because we're here at Dumont Dooms in this base camp, are absolutely stunning. Hi, ladies.
Hi there.
How's it been today, Mama?
A lot of fun. Here we are in the sand. You know how exciting that gets. So, no, we had a good day.
So I just saw you. I had to go over to Jimmy and say, do they know that they've got a challenge? And I saw you in this line. And then at what point did you realise that maybe you didn't have to go to the finish and go to that blue checkpoint?
Well, we realized that's the blue checkpoint, the last one. So we should get out of line, go click it. But we did not want to do the challenge. Does that answer your question?
It absolutely does. But you were one of the
dazed and confused at the moment.
Hey, we all are.
Always good to see you.
Likewise, we'll see you inside. It's Cornish hen for dinner, by the way.
Oh, nice. Wow, messy.
Look, happy as now. All right, back to you, Emme and Matthew. Thanks, ladies.
Thank you so much, Katie. I love that. One of the things when you're coming back from your marathon leg, it's so like you see the white tent and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm home. Like, it's just so comforting.
Yeah, there's some luxuries associated with being here.
Like you've got some chairs, you've got a good meal coming, you've got it's just I don't know, it's just warms your heart.
11 showers?
There are 11 showers, and people are definitely going to want to be showering tonight because it's I'm pretty sweaty. I apologize already to you, Matthew.
Didn't you have a place to sleep last night?
I know I did.
And shower?
Yeah. That doesn't mean that it's still here. As we are walking the line there, we're seeing all of these vehicles completely dusted out. I love that Toyota livery right there.
So by the way, that's a new Tacoma, right?
Uh-huh.
There's 7 different trim levels. Unless I miscounted, it's like 7 different trim levels, and the TRD Pro is the top.
Yes.
Trail Hunter is right under it.
Right. And the TRD Pro and the Trail Hunters are really meant for different things. The Trail Hunter is more of a overlanding thing, and TRD Pro is meant for a little bit for more go fast out in the desert.
Yeah, TRD Pro's like, let's not worry about bringing everything we have, and let's get there fast.
Exactly. Well, if you would like to comment on any of the vehicles that you see out here on the lineup, we are at Rebelle Rally. That is on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can also go to YouTube and watch our Dead Reckoning videos, a series of videos, actually, that is pretty darn cool. We love, love, love all of your comments. So please go out and comment on what you see. If you're lucky, we might actually read some comments on the screen.
Yeah, we might show it on the screen if you send us something. A few of you, quite a few of you have been asking for an interview with 120. We are going to get there.
We are. I promise you guys. Listen, I have a whole page in my little red notebook of who I'm supposed to interview. We have them on our list. It's just a matter of when our live show is and when they come in or when they're going out. So we want to get to every single person. We promise we will do our best to do that. All right. And speaking of, Katie has got someone. Katie, we have fans out there. What do you got?
I'm here and I'm trying to get to every single person. And Amber, how did your day go today?
I don't even know.
How's that?
I don't know where I am. I don't know what I'm doing, and I don't know why. But that sunset makes it all worth it.
Doesn't it? It's red and it's beautiful. And I was just laughing with him. I'm telling everyone that we're having Cornish hen. And it's like, Emily says, yeah, keep it professional. And we're talking about Cornish hen. How was your day navigating?
It was tough, the challenge to come back to. We kind of skipped a couple blacks out there so we could come do the challenge, and totally failed. We went in circles for a little bit.
Did you read the instructions?
Well, it took me a minute to actually get the instructions, and then I read them and I was like, wow, this is a short amount of time to do a thing. And I'm not really great at reading instructions.
Well, look, there's no more things to do, so I'm going to let you go and you can just relax. Okay, we're trying to get to as many teams as we can on the line so everyone at home is happy. Hi, how was your day, ladies?
It was a good day to have a good day 3.
Why is your navigator laughing hysterically?
It's because we just blew up our Jimmy Lewis Enduro. We did everything. We found the flags, but we did not read the instructions because we were in a hurry.
You just made our show because I've been telling everyone that no one read the instructions, so you're not the only ones. Don't feel bad.
We did the whole thing only to realize we did it all wrong.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't be laughing, but you're not the only ones.
It's all good. We need to laugh in these moments, right?
We do. We'll see. It is kind of silly, and you'll never make that mistake again. All right, we'll see you inside. Okay, let's try and grab one more team. This is my son, Jack. Hi, ladies.
Hello.
Oh, sorry, Jim. I just walked straight in front of Jimmy. Was he talking to you?
Hello, how are you?
I'm great. Was Jimmy talking to you about anything important? I just barged in.
We just did an extra challenge out here in the sand, and ended up at the finish line.
So it seems like we did good, but we're not sure. He doesn't know, but he's like, you ended up here, so it seems like a good thing.
He's not going to tell you anything. How was the rest of your day?
Good. We had a great day. We got all of our checkpoints. We did good.
Amazing. Yeah. Is there anyone at home you want to say hi to?
My daughter Madison. Hi, Maddie.
Hey, Daryl. Hey, Mom. Hey, Dad.
Awesome. We'll see you guys back inside.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, back to you, Emme and Matthew.
Thank you so much, Katie. So we just got a comment about, is anyone else on pins and needles waiting to find out about the scoring? Yes, absolutely. We've still, if you can look on that drone shot, we've still got so many teams that are waiting to come in. So not everybody has actually clicked their trackers. So we're just waiting for all of the teams to come in. Then the scores will be updated and we'll be able to see who is ahead here at the end of day 3.
Well, we were so anxious to see the scores. I was like, well, I've got a little push here. I'm going to go get in Chrissy's face and ask her. There's anything going on.
And did she push you out of scoring?
She basically told me to be quiet and
That's what
I would get the scores when everybody else did. They were working through this or that or whatever, but they're on the way.
I want to talk a little bit about the challenge that they had to do today, or that they had the option of doing, and everyone's talking about how they didn't read the instructions. 1 year we had to do a tire change. And they gave us this piece of paper, and we actually read the instruction. I mean, we did. We were very good at it. Mm-hmm. And it said, you have, I don't know what it was, 5 minutes or whatever to do this tire change. And your time started when we gave you this paper. And so you didn't know that your time had started, and we sat there for at least 30 seconds to read it, taking the time to read the instructions. And then when we read that part, we were like, oh my goodness, and then it was just like panic mode. It was great fun.
Great. I asked a few teams as they were going to the camp tonight, and I caught up with Bailey Campbell.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how's it going? Da da da. And I was like, did you do the new challenge? And she stopped walking, put her hand on my shoulder, and she looked me in the eyes and said, Matt, let's just not talk about it.
Every year I'm like, I don't know what else they're going to do to do a challenge. Like one year we did a thing where they had a list of things that you had to find in your vehicle, and it was a test of your organizational skills and how well you knew your car. That was the year we had the Rolls Royce, and one of the questions was, where is your oil dipstick? And we're like, well, we don't actually have an oil dipstick because this is a BMW product. There's no oil dipstick, so we kind of didn't have to worry about that. But that kind of stuff was really fun. We did the tire challenge. They've done this. One year they had another Dakar roadbook thing that was similar to this, but it was a longer challenge.
And it was up that hill?
Yes.
And it was in Ridgecrest.
Yes.
I got to do it with Chrissy.
Uh-huh.
And we killed it. But I would have turned 2 places that she told me not to.
Right.
So I would not have gotten through.
Right. Well, your wife is a pretty good navigator.
Yeah,
I don't know if you know that about her.
Hey, I was walking around over at the mechanics. 2 vehicles had to come here on flatbeds today.
Yeah, okay. What's the story with that?
Yeah, so unfortunately, 141.
No, the old Bronco?
Yeah, the Bronco. I chatted with Rochelle.
What happened?
And they lost just a driver's side rear wheel bearing.
Do they have an extra? Do they have one?
I spoke with Grace, who was reassembling it, and
Okay.
after 4 or 5 part stores worth of queries, they found a rear wheel bearing.
Good.
So
Good.
she was spraying the brakes down with a brake cleaner and assembling things. So
All right, good.
Now, their other issue, and you're going to find out because you're going to do a deep dive on this Bronco,
I know. We need to do a deep dive.
But their other issue is that the AC they had installed since 22 was the last time they competed. Which I forgot they weren't here last year. I thought they were here last year. They had AC installed.
It's not working.
It's not working so well.
Oh, no.
They've been pretty hot. So
no.
one of the techs was working on that for them as well. So
Okay, good.
hopefully here as it gets like surface of the sun south of here, maybe their
right.
AC might work. Okay,
Oh.
moving on quickly here because there's a few things to talk about. Verena and Kendra.
In the Kia Telluride.
So they were at the end of the Enduro.
Okay.
They came upon port and starboard. in
Which
the
is
Discovery,
175 in the
right? Which
Discovery.
you kind of heard the story about them changing tires earlier.
Okay.
Well, Verena felt like she moved over a little bit,
right?
Not some dramatic amount, but found a rock the size of a small doghouse.
Oh no!
Hiding in a bush.
Okay.
And you could see kind of a witness mark on her right front tire where it's all the dust is rubbed off aggressively. And then it's like it spun the rock under the vehicle and then yanked the rear suspension apart. So she's got photos.
Suspension?
Yeah, we've got photos actually of this. I'm not sure if we're going to get Kendra. We were hearing we might get Kendra up, but big old doghouse-sized rock. They hit, took them out. They had to get here on a flatbed.
So they came out. Were they able to get a new control arm?
The techs here are working on it.
Okay,
good.
It's
solvable.
Okay, as long as
At
it's
some
solvable.
level. I mean, it's like, it's not dealership level, like here's your warranty solvable, but some aftermarket parts that they had trouble with, it's going to be solvable.
Right, that's
So
fine. That
they'll
is
be
fine.
back in.
You know what? Rebelle Rally, the one thing that Rebelle Rally has taught me, well, there's a lot of things, is that all problems are solvable.
Yeah, I mean, we had one team just their engine blow up.
Yeah, and guess
like,
what?
here
They're
they
still
are.
out there.
They're there.
In fact, we don't even think it's a big deal anymore. We're like, oh yeah, no, they're fine. They're fine.
I'm sure Katie's out there with somebody fun to talk to. Katie, what is happening?
Hey guys, I'm here with Kristen Matlock, and she said to her, did I see you on social media racing a Polaris? And she's like, yes. So this is a great competitor to have a little talk about the difference between the type of racing that you do and how your day went. I understand there was a timing issue.
Yeah. The Rebelle Rally is absolutely insane as far as being so different compared to what I'm used to with off-road racing. It's still off-road. It's not quite racing, but there's still, we're up against the clock out here in many, many ways, and we just learned the hard way today. We had calculated our opening times and our closing times for all the checkpoints that are out there, and there were many of them. And we miscalculated the closing times today. So we were running against the clock the entire time. We had no clue. We literally made it to a couple of the checkpoints with 2 minutes to spare, and we thought we had an hour and 2 minutes the entire time.
And you just figured that out?
We just figured it out just now when we got here. We're like, oh.
Because when I walked up to you, the window was up, and I was like, the team in front said, we don't want to talk to you at all. And then I saw your window up, and the Emme and Matthew saying, can you talk to teams? And no one wants to talk to me. So thank you so much for talking.
I don't mind talking to you one bit. Yeah, this is our rookie year, and we did not expect to come out here and win the entire Rebelle Rally on first year. No one is ever going to do that, no matter how good you think you are. We trained for this, a couple times with the Rebelle U and felt confident, somewhat confident coming in, and we are learning as we go still,
Well, thank you for the plug for Rebelle U. If you're at home and you're watching us and you want to do the Rebelle, you should sign up to do some of our Rebelle U trainings. They are incredible. Hey, we'll see you guys tomorrow morning or inside. Absolutely. Now, before I go, I want to say a quick hi to Marie and Bernard. Bernard went up a road today that wasn't a road and overheated and wasn't very happy. Hi, how you doing, Hannah?
Coming down.
Okay, Hannah's coming down, and Marie's going to tell me about the road they went up that wasn't a road.
Yes, Hannah's an amazing navigator, but the roads are jerks. So the road wasn't complete, and we went all the way up, had to turn around, but another team was coming up. This happened to us last year, too. We had to back up through like a narrow, rocky road.
And Bernard got angry.
Bernard got mad. He didn't officially overheat, he just ran a little hot. So, it was hot out there, and we had to turn off the AC because we had to prioritize Bernard over us.
And why is Hannah just now coming down? What stressful thing did you have a timing issue, or are you just coming down from the whole day?
It was a combo of timing and getting us lost, because it's never fun to get lost as a navigator. And I'm just really thankful for Marie. She was amazing backing up that hill that had some steep drops next to it. And once we got down, found our bearing, had a little bit of a hard time finding the base camp. Sounds like some other people did, but we made it, and we made it on time. So,
well, on that note, right on time, perfect. On that note, welcome home, ladies. Thank you. Emmy was just saying, when you've had a marathon that's 2 days away from everyone, they've had to camp on their own, they've had to feed themselves, and seeing that big white tent, even when we saw it today, it's home, and it's the most awesome feeling just to drop into it and relax. So back to you, Emme and Matthew. Looking forward to a relax tonight.
Thank you so much, Katie. As you could hear, folks, a few teams are talking about time. How do they manage their time? I caught up with Carissa and Trista earlier in 131, their Bronco, and they said they had good flow, and what they were proud of, that their good flow and their time management they felt was really good, because they would roll in, they'd signal, they weren't worried about nailing everything. They'd roll in, they'd signal, they'd make quick moves, and they'd keep moving. Felt like they crushed it, and Trista was pretty proud, and had never been to Death Valley, so that was pretty cool that Carissa had never been to Death Valley before.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, we talk about this being a navigational rally, but it's also a time management organizational rally, right?
Right.
You really have to plan out your day and try to stick to that plan, and if you get off of it, then you've got to compensate for it. Otherwise, you're always looking ahead. I'm telling you guys, it is exhausting.
And by the way, to do this, you got to negotiate with your partner to be on the same plan also.
Yes. It's just crazy. Well, we do have some awesome giveaways for you all. That is at rebellerally.com/giveaways. The only rules is you got to be a U.S. resident and you need to be 16 years of age or older. But we've got $5,000 worth of stuff. I kind of am digging the Milwaukee package that you get, because you get a M18 Bluetooth job site speaker, which whenever I'm working on my car, I'm listening to music through my phone, and it's so just not pleasurable.
Not good enough.
I'm you need to have a really good speaker so you can actually listen to some tunes.
But you want it to be a speaker that you can pick up with greasy hands.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that'll clean off. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, this Bluetooth speaker we're talking about could be the beginning of someone's whole adventure in all of their battery tools, because when you get a battery tool that takes an M18, you're like, oh, what else does fuel make in Milwaukee? Man, I should get a Milwaukee drill. It takes the same battery because it comes with a battery, and off you go.
I know. Once you join the tool family, you're in that tool family for life.
Stay your lane.
For life. Well, listen, we have had a really good time for you with you guys tonight. We know we were a little bit late. We want to apologize for that. But tomorrow we will be here bright and early this the start of day 4 live here from Base Camp 2 in beautiful Dumont Dunes. That show is going to start at 6:45 in the morning. OMG. Then we've got a competitor update at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. We'll probably get some footage from out on course as well. We'll see where they go. Again, we do not know where they go until tomorrow morning. We're just in the dark as you guys are.
They don't tell us much here.
And then tomorrow night we'll be back here at the finish line here at Base Camp 2 for our 5:30 show, the end of day 4.
Hey, if you watched the show this morning and you paid attention to what Emily said, she said the S is about to get real.
Hang on to your butts. It's about to get nuts.
Yeah. She gave everyone some beautiful, fun roads in Nevada to be driving, and now it's about to get a bit harder.
Yep. Tomorrow they will be in Dumont Dunes. That is always a challenge. We can't wait to see what is going to happen here at the Rebelle Rally. Thank you so much for watching. This is Rebelle Rally Live, presented by Toyota. I am Emmy Hall. That's Matthew Johnson.
Yeah.
Have a good night.
What a fun night. Thanks.